So here, as I discussed in the last classes here, so this is the cloud middleware. Using this middleware, we can integrate any applications here. So if you observe this diagram here, see here, this is the cloud platform integration. So here we are using a middle of our business here. It is also called as a middleware. What middleware it is? Cloud middleware here. See here, using this cloud middleware, if you want, you can connect with the cloud applications. Okay, it may be SAP or non-SAP here. Again, also, if you want to communicate with the corresponding on-premises applications here, right? Next, you can, if you want to communicate with the public authorities applications here, social networks, mobile apps, business application, business partners also here. So these are all some of the, okay, so if you want, you can communicate with the any, irrespective of any applications using this cloud platform integration here. So it may be cloud applications or on-premise applications or public authorities here, social networks here, mobile apps, okay, business partners. Okay, if you want, you can communicate with all these applications here. Right. So now if you go to the again, okay, integration suite here, or CPI here. Okay, so we have a multiple capabilities we can see here. Okay, these are the main capabilities what we can see here. So the first one is the out of box integration. Right, out of box integration. These are the 4 principles you need to follow here while while using the corresponding CPI here. So the first one is the out of box integration here. This is the first one here. The first one is the out of box integration. So the first one is the out of box integration here. This is the first one here. This is the first principle here. The second one is the open integration here. The third one is the holistic integration here. Next one is the artificial intelligence driven integration like this. So these are the 4 principles we can see in case of integration suite here. Okay, these are all integration principles of SAP here, which is provided by SAP here. So we'll discuss going forward what do you mean by out of box integration, open integration, as well as, okay, so holistic integration, as well as artificial intelligence driven integration. That also we'll discuss here. Right. Okay, so these are all integration principles. These are all come under integration suite itself. Right. So if you enter into the integration suite, all these principles we can see here, all these capabilities we can see here. Right. So what do you mean by out of box integration or open integration or holistic integration, A1, okay, driven integration? Okay, all the things we'll discuss going forward here. So, and also we can see that this is what we discussed previously here, right? So if you see here the corresponding integration suite here, it is a hybrid integration platform here. A hybrid is nothing but a mixture of applications here, right? So now if you see here, okay, so one side is the SAP applications here. That's what we discussed here, right? So SAP, see, it may be on-premise or cloud applications here. Okay, see here. So these are all cloud applications what we discussed in the previous classes. One is the success factor, one is the S4HANA, one is the customer experience here, one is the field glass, one is the SAP Concur, SAP Ariba, Qualtrics here, SAP BTP, like that. We can see all these SAP cloud applications here. And also we can see the SAP on-premise applications here, on-premise applications here. This is government sector industries applications here. So this is my non-SAP applications here. Again, we have a B2B partner applications here. Right. So to integrate all these applications, this is my hybrid landscape here. Why it is a hybrid landscape here? So here we are using a multiple, okay, so mixture of applications here. One is the SAP as well as non-SAP, on-premise as well as cloud applications what we are using here. So right, okay, to integrate these applications, okay, so we have this is the cloud integration what we have here, cloud integration. Apart from the cloud integration, we have all these capabilities what we can see here. So one is the integration advisor, SAP Graph here, SAP API Hubs here, API management here, data intelligence here. We have open connectors, event mesh, all these are middlewares like that we can see here. All this comes under, okay, integration suite itself. Integration suite. Integration suite is the one package here. So under this package, all these technologies will come here. Right. So we are concentrating more on the corresponding cloud integration, that is CPI, cloud platform integration, and also we'll discuss about some of the APIs here, application programming interfaces, as well as the corresponding integration advisor, and also we'll talk about some of the open connectors also here. These are all very, very important here. So all the things we'll discuss here, right? So this is okay, like that we discussed here. Okay, previously also, last class also we discussed the same thing here. This is the hybrid, okay, integration like this here. Let's see here. Okay, some more capabilities we'll discuss here. Let's enter into the corresponding CPI here. Let's enter into the corresponding CPI system here. So next, go to the SAP BTP login here. I'm going to create accounts for you guys and okay, so let's enter into the SAP BTP business technology platform here. Business technology platform. How to create these accounts, I'll give you step by step so that you can create okay yourself. See here, we are entering into the integration suite here. See here, this is the integration suite, right? See here, okay, so we can see the same thing here. This is the SAP integration suite like this here. SAP integration suite here, okay? So here we can see the corresponding integration suite here. Under this integration suite, we have all these capabilities we can see here, okay? So all these capabilities here. So now, see here, if you go to the integration suite here, this is my integration suite here. Okay, now if you go to the integration suite here, these are all capabilities what we can see here. See here, these are all capabilities here. See here, the first one is the design, develop, and operate integration scenarios like this here. So this is, it's showing like this cloud integration here. Cloud integration, it is nothing but CPI here, cloud platform integration here. The second one is second capability is we have a design, develop, and manage APIs here. So this is called as the API management here. See here, this is the second option what we can see here. So this is the second option what we can see here. So this is called as a API management here. This is called as a API management here. The first one is the cloud integration. This is the one, right? The second one is the, see here we have a APIs here. Okay, this one, right? API hub like that we can see here. So next one is we have the corresponding third one is the integration advisor. This is the integration. Next one is the integration advisor. See here, next we can see the corresponding integration advisor here. Right, we have the corresponding integration advisor. See here. So this is the integration advisor here. This is integration advisor here. Next capability. So next we have the corresponding open connectors. Like that we can add all the capabilities here. Okay, so it depends on your requirement here. So you need to add the corresponding capabilities, okay, from the integration suite here. Right, see here, this is the integration advisor. This is my extended non-SAP connectivity. This is the open connectors like that we can see here. So if you go here, the same thing here. See here, this is my, okay, so again open connectors like that we can see here. See here, this is the open connectors like that we can see here. See here, these are our open connectors here. Okay, most of the integration projects, okay, for most of the requirements, if you want to fulfill your, okay, requirement here, always we are going to use, mostly we are going to use this cloud integration only if required. Okay, so sometimes we are going to use API hubs as well as the corresponding open connectors and also integration advisor here. So these are all very, very important here. Okay, so that's what we'll talk about more on platform integration, right? As well as the corresponding, we'll discuss the corresponding some API requirement here, and also we'll use some of the open connectors, and also we'll discuss the corresponding this integration advisor concept also here, right? Please remember this point here. We are not going to talk about only single technology here. Okay, as part of our course, I'll give you the okay brief idea about the corresponding all these other technologies also here. Okay, it is a very similar here, right? So just you need to remember these are all capabilities what we can see in the, okay, so our integration suite here. See here, if you observe here, the same thing we can see here. Okay, if you, okay, so here we can see the open connectors, all the things you can see here. Let's see here, if you go to the corresponding cloud integration, this is the first capability what we are talking here. If you go to the cloud integration here, see here, we have a multiple things here, right? So we have a multiple things. So the first one we talked about out of box integration, right? Out of box integration. So out of box integration is nothing but, okay, so see here, SAP provided predefined integration packages, predefined integration package. SAP provided ready-made integration package here. So if it is matching for our requirement, just use it. That's all, right? Just food is ready. Just you need to use, you need to eat. That's all, right? Like here also the same thing here. For most of the requirement, SAP provided standard solutions. SAP provided ready-made solutions, right? As a customer, you need to identify what is your requirement here, whether it is matching. Okay, what is your requirement here? For our requirement, is there any integration solution available or not in the our cloud integration? That you need to cross check here. If it is there, then you need to use that. That's all, right? So these are all okay standard contents what we can see here. These are all standard integration packages what we can see here. Where we can see all these integration packages here, discover. So this is the first component of our CPI here. So here itself all the see, okay, predefined integration packages here, right? For example, okay, now assume that in the current project we have a two systems involved here. One is the SAP ERP, right? One is the SAP ECC, that is the on-premise application. The second one is the we have a Salesforce, that is a non-SAP cloud application, like that we can see here. Now you want to put automatic transactions between these two applications, okay? Automatic transactions between these two applications. Okay, to implement this requirement here, okay, is there any ready-made solution available or not in the CPI? That you need to cross check here, right? So how you are going to cross check here? Just you need to see here. If you go to the discover, this is the repository where we can see all the predefined integration packages here. Just you need to search for the Salesforce here. See here, okay, I'm going to search for the Salesforce. See here, just for the Salesforce here. If you put a enter here, okay, once you type that Salesforce, if you put a enter here, see here, we can see the corresponding, okay, Salesforce like this, we can see here. See here, one is SAP ERP integration with Salesforce. SAP ERP integration with Salesforce here. See here, we have the corresponding ready-made content available here for our requirement here. If you enter into this, see here, this is my package here. What it contains, what transactions it is going to handle, everything we can see here, right? See here, this package supports integration of some business process between your Salesforce and your SAP ERP application here, right? Everything we can see here. What are the transactions here? See here, okay, one is the product availability from SAP ERP. This is the first transaction. Sales order history, this is the second transaction. Account from accounts here from ERP to Salesforce here, this is the next transaction here. Next one is the product from ERP to Salesforce, like that. All these transactions in this integration, okay, package will support here. These are the business transactions it is going to support here. See here, okay, so as a customer here, okay, so as a integration consultant here, you need to identify what the client is expecting here, what is the client business requirement here. So based on this requirement here, the first step is what you need to do here, you need to check is there any predefined, is there any ready-made solution available or not in CPI for our requirement. If it is there, then you need to use the same, okay, integration package here, that ready-made solution you need to use here. Assume that sometimes what will happen here, for our requirement 90% is matching, 10% is not matching here. Then in that case, what we'll do here, we'll take the corresponding predefined integration package and we'll extend how you want. Okay, we can enhance how you want. That facilities also we can see here, right? See here, these are all transactions it is going to accept here. And also see here, we have a ready-made, okay, so all the everything development, everything is completed here. See here, all the integration flows we can see here. Everything is ready-made here. Everything is ready-made here. And also they'll provide the corresponding documentation also here. See here, this is the documentation. So this is for our reference here, right? So if you go to this documentation here, if you go to this documentation here, see here, it will tell you step by step here, what needs to be done in the Salesforce and what needs to be done on the ERP side, what needs to be done the corresponding in a CPI level, everything it will tell you here. See here, SAP ERP integration with the Salesforce configuration guide here. So this is for our reference here, right? See here, all the things you can see here. See here, this is the business case here, like that they given here. See here, SAP ERP is the enterprise resource planning system. It runs on the where here customer on-premises landscape here. It is nothing but on-premises system here, right? So note that the document, the terms SAP ERP and SAP ECC use it to refer the same system here. So now SAP ERP or ECC the same here, right? Salesforce. Next, one more system we have here. What is that here? Salesforce is the cloud computing service. This is the SaaS software company here that specifies in the customer relationship management. This is the online CRM system. See here, online CRM system here. This is called as Salesforce. See here, okay, so what it will do here? it will help you, okay, automation of sales and marketing process in the enterprise here. Okay, so why we are going to use this Salesforce here? To provide the automation of sales and the corresponding marketing process in the particular enterprise here, right? See, it means that we have two systems involved here. One is the ERP or ECC. The second one is the Salesforce here. What is the Salesforce here? It is an online CRM system. It helps us, okay, just automation of sales as well as the corresponding marketing process in our enterprise here, right? So these are the two systems here. See here, this integration content of SAP ERP with Salesforce enables the synchronization of master data like product, customer. See here, okay, so all the whatever transactions happening in the ERP, that we are going to update into the Salesforce or Salesforce level, whatever transactions happening, that we are going to put into the corresponding SAP ERP system here. So that is called as synchronization here. It means that always ERP system has to interact with the corresponding Salesforce, or Salesforce system has to interact with the corresponding our ERP system here, right? But ERP is the SAP system. This is the SAP system here. It is sitting in the customer premises here. That is called the on-premise application. One side is the Salesforce is the cloud applications here. Directly we cannot communicate here. Then how you are going to communicate here? Using our cloud integration here. That is called as a CPI here, cloud platform integration here, right? See here, we have a multiple transaction, multiple things here. See here, each and everything they given here, preparing the system of integration here. Okay, so what you need to do here? Okay, what configurations required on the ERP side? What configurations required on the cloud connector here? We'll discuss this one here next, right? So next one is here, we can see the same thing here. Next, okay, so what configurations required in the ECC level, IDA configurations. Next one, the configurations in the Salesforce here, Salesforce level, what configurations they need to perform here, right? Each and everything they provided the corresponding documentation here, documentation part here, right? So these are all configurations in the, okay, so Salesforce here up to here. So next one, the configurations in the SAP Cloud Platform integration here. Okay, so what you need to do in the Cloud Platform integration here? Okay, you need to implement the corresponding business scenarios here. See here, this is the business requirement here. So first one is the SAP ERP, one is the Salesforce here. See here, ERP level, what they will do whenever they create change or customers, it will create the corresponding data. The data you need to post into the Salesforce, but directly we cannot communicate at the ERP to the corresponding Salesforce. That's what we are using the corresponding cloud integration here, right? So to integrate these applications, okay, you need to build the corresponding flows like this here. You need to build the corresponding flows. That flows, okay, ready-made again here. Okay, so everything it is implemented like that. Just, okay, if it is matching for your requirement, just use that. That's all. So that's what, okay, so we have a first capabilities that is called as out of box integration. Out of box integration here. So it means that for most of the 99% for 99% requirements, SAP provided ready-made integration packages here, or predefined integration packages here, or ready-made solutions they provided here. Okay, so once you enter into the real-time project or any integration project, if some, okay, client is giving some requirements, for that requirement you need to check is there any ready-made solution available or not. That you need to check in the CPI here. That is the first thing you need to cross check. If it is there, just use that for your requirement. That's all. Okay, for example, for your requirement, it is matching. Okay, the existing predefined integration package is matching 90% here. 10% is not matching here. Then what you are going to do here? So just you will copy that, okay, predefined integration package and will enhance as per our requirement. Are you guys are clear this one?
Yes, sir.
See here, in case of SAP PO here, right? So for all the requirements, you need to implement from the scratch here. Okay, so you need to perform multiple steps here. But in case of CPI here, in case of integration suite here, for most of the requirements, we have a ready-made solutions, right? Like how it is. Okay, for example, if you want to travel from Bangalore to Hyderabad here, in olden days, okay, the people used to buy, okay, clothes, right? Pants, right? And okay, so then, okay, they'll go to the corresponding tailor. Okay, the tailor will take the corresponding measurements, and okay, so he'll take, okay, 1 or 2 weeks to stitch, right? from the scratch. But nowadays, okay, so people are, okay, so not going to the tailor, not buying the corresponding clothes manually, right? Simply they'll go to the ready-made shop, correct? Then they'll buy it, okay? So if it is matching, then they will hear it. Otherwise, what they will do, okay? So depends on our requirement here, just we'll do the alteration, correct? Then we'll use it. Are you getting what I'm trying to say here?
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes.
So now here also the same thing here, right? Okay, so for most of the requirements, SAP provided ready-made solution here. So just you need to cross check here, okay? So whether it is matching for our requirement. That is the first thing you need to do in the any integration consultant or integration expert. So the similar way here, if you go to the next one here, the similar way we can see here. Now next, if you go to the next one here, go to the discover again here, go to the discover, right? Now see here, okay, one side is that we have a C4 here, cloud flow, okay, cloud for customer here. One side is the SAP ERP here, that is on-premise application here, right? Here, cloud for customer here, cloud for customer. This is the C4C system we have in the current landscape here. C4C system here, see here. Okay, so we have a 97 packages found here. 97 packages found here. See here, SAP cloud for customer integration with the ERP. This is our, okay, this is what we are expecting now, correct? See here, SAP cloud for customer integration with the ERP system here. SAP ERP is nothing but SAP ECC here. It is an on-premises system here. It is a cloud system here, correct? Now, if you go to this, we have a predefined integration package here. Now, see here, this integration package enables to integrate the business process between SAP Cloud for Customer to the SAP ERP system here. SAP ERP system here. The integration scope includes, see here, these are all transactions here. Replication of master data such as accounts, right? Contacts, products, okay, employees, exchange rates, etc. The scope also includes the replication of transaction data such as sales order, sales quotations, opportunities, pricing, and work ticket like this. These are all transactions it will happen between, okay, cloud for customer C4C with the ERP system here. Right? So just you need to cross check here. Based on this description itself, we can tell that whether it is matching for our requirement or not. Right? Okay. So for to fulfill this requirement here, SAP provided all the solutions here, all the flows, they already implemented here. These are all flows what they implemented here. Whereas in case of PO, you need to implement all these flows manually. Okay. So only this one, to implement all these flows, it will take 1 year time. It will take much time here. More than 6 months, it will take it here. Okay, so there are 71 flows here. This is a separate project in the PO, but in case of CPI here, so no need to build from the scratch here. So everything is ready-made here. Everything is ready-made. Right, and also we can see the documentation here. See here, we have the corresponding reference document here. See here, if you go to the corresponding reference documents here, this is the one beautiful feature what we have in our CPI. Okay, this CPI level here. See here, this is the, see here, okay, so SAP Hybris Cloud for Customer Integration with ERP here. These are all transactions here. ERP level, the corresponding cloud for customer level here. Right? So like that, we have the corresponding all the things here. What we can, what you need to do in the each and every system here. See here. So first, what you need to do here, SAP Cloud for Customer level, what actions you need to perform. CPA level, what actions you need to perform. ERP level, what actions you need to perform with respect to the connectivity, with respect to the configuration, with respect to the development, how you are going to do the testing in each and every system level, everything they given here. Right? So it means that for each and everything, we have a ready-made solutions here. That is called as a out-of-box integration. That is the first capability what we can see here. Right? See here, each and every step by step, you can see here. Based on the documentation, you can complete your work also here. Right? Okay, see here, we have a list of transactions. If someone asks you the corresponding questions, if you go to the interviews here, So they may ask you, did you get any chance to work on cloud for customer integration with ERP here? What are the transactions you handled in the cloud for customer integration here? You can tell these are all transactions here. Some are master data related transactions, some are transaction related transactions, like that. You can all these transactions here. Each one act as a one flow here. Each one act as a one. See, if you see here the arrow mark here, the data is flowing from ERP to the corresponding cloud for customer, or cloud for customer with the corresponding ERP here. So these are all transactions. This is the master data over here. This is the transactional data over here. These are all transactions. One is the ERP, the corresponding cloud for customer here. Each one act as a one flow here. Okay, in between that we are using the corresponding CPI, because directly we cannot communicate with the SAP ERP to the corresponding cloud for customer here. So that's what in middle we are using the corresponding CPI here, right? So that's what here we can see the corresponding integration guide map they given here. See here what needs to be done on the cloud for customer, what needs to be done on the cloud CPI, what needs to be done on the corresponding SAP ERP system here with respect to the connectivity, with respect to the configuration, as well as, okay, so if you want, you can extend the corresponding existing flows, or once it is completed here, each and every system level here, then how you are going to monitor, how you are going to load the data, how you are going to test that, everything we are going to cross check in the last step here. Are you guys are getting this one? So that's what, okay, if you go to the real game also here, for example, you are there in a production support project, they are using an existing predefined integration content here, right? If you are there in the production support, you won't get any issues mostly, because if everything is implemented, everything is ready-made, everything is provided by SAP here, just we are using that, that's all. You are not implemented anything here, right? So the similar way here, let's go to the next one here. Now, if you want, you can create the new also here. Okay, so this is the standard solution here. If you want, you can create a new flows also here as per our requirement. If you want, you can create a new flows also here. So if you want, you can create a new flows also here, right? So now, if you go to the corresponding, if you want, you can create the new flows also here. See here, okay, you'll go to the corresponding new flows also here. So let's, okay, so create a new flow here, the same thing here. Okay, so assume that we are passing employee details here, employee details from ERP to ADP system. Assume that this is the employee details from ERP system to ADP. ERP is the SAP on-premise. Okay, ADP is the non-SAP application like this. Now, see here, put a same thing here. Just I'm trying to show you, and anyway, we'll dig into the, okay, so going forward, we'll discuss in depth. Just I'm trying to give capabilities here. If you want, you can create a new flows also here. New flows also you can create it. See here, this is the one what we created here. So once you create the corresponding new flow, automatically it will generate one template here. Automatically it will generate one template. So one integration flow template it will generate here. One integration flow template it will generate here. See here. So this is the template what we can see here. This is the template here. See here, this is the standard template what we have here. See here, we have a sender, we have a receiver here. Again, we have an integration process, nothing but in between that we are, this is the CPI here. All the, okay, validations, filtrations, everything, it will happen here itself. If you want, you can add n number of receivers like this. Okay, n number of receivers, n number of senders, like that you can use it. Like this. Just, okay, no need to write any code under here. Simply you need to adjust the corresponding, everything is ready-made here. Everything is ready-made. Okay, so you need to adjust as per your requirement. Right? See here, okay, first you need to establish the connectivity from here to here. So we have adapters concept here. See here, we have a lot of adapters here. Just you need to select adapter here. If the sender is the SAP, okay, we'll select IDOC like this. Just, okay, I'm giving here. Whereas the see here, like that we have multiple here. Okay, multiple 3 systems we have here. So we have a 3 systems here. Like this. Okay, next what we'll do here? Okay, so we'll provide the connectivity like this. Okay, now you need to select adapter here. Okay, one system here. For example, this is the So the ADP is the SFTP server here. Select okay, our mail system here. Select mail adapter. So this one is the one more receiver is the SFTP here. Okay, so we have a SFTP like this. Like that, we are going to select the corresponding adapters also here. Okay, we'll discuss going forward here. Just I'm trying to give the corresponding all the options here. Right. So in between that, okay, we have a multiple palettes here. These are all okay, extraordinary capabilities what we can see here. So using these palettes here, we have a multiple palettes here. Using these palettes, we are okay. So how the client is expecting everything we can implement using this itself here. See here, okay. So here we have a lot of options here. So we have a content modifier, right? Okay. So like that, you can select here how you want. You can select here, right? Content modifier. So like, okay, you can use the corresponding router or okay, so like that you can use it. See here, okay, you can use the corresponding, okay, so this is okay, branches, it will divide here. Like this, it will divide the corresponding 3 branches here, branch 1, branch 2, branch 3, like this. Right, and also we have a, I told you, right, machine learning language here. If you click on plus option, it will suggest you what steps you want to use as per your requirement here. See a recommended step, it will recommend you the corresponding what steps you need to use next. That is called as a machine learning language here. Machine will identify, the system will identify here what is the next step. It will recommend these steps, okay, next it will work like that. See here, this is the recommended steps here. Okay, if you want, you can use these steps like that, it is telling here. Right, so that capabilities also we can see here. So like that, we can implement the corresponding flows also here. Custom flows also we can implement here. See here, these are all things what we can see. These palettes are very, very important here. So the CPI heart is only palettes only. If you are expert in palette, then you are expert in CPI. Because all the validations, filtrations, okay, as per your requirement, the business requirements, everything we are going to implement here itself using these palettes. That's what you need to thorough with each and every palette functionality, how it works, what is the business requirement here, what is the, okay, so business cases for each and everything here, all positive and negative test cases, everything you need to perform here. Right? If you are expert in the palettes, then you can implement any complicated requirements here. So next one is again, it is very, very important is you need to establish the connectivity here. The connection part also you need to identify here. How you are going to connect with on-premise applications, how you are going to provide the connectivity between our CPI to the corresponding cloud applications, all the things you need to learn here. So very, very important thing is, one is the connectivity you need to learn. The second one is, okay, what validations, what filtrations, okay, what transformations you need to perform in the CPI level here. That also you need to learn, okay, using these palettes. These 2 steps are very, very, very important in the CPI as an integration expert or integration developer here. Right? So it means that we have 2 options in the CPI here. If you want, okay, if it is matching for our requirement, you can use the ready-made content. If it is not matching, then you can create a custom flow also here, how you want. Or, so if there is a ready-made solution for your requirement here, it is matching for 95% matching for our requirement here. 5% is not matching. What you are going to do here? We can enhance, we can extend that existing flow. Right? Otherwise, okay, for our requirement, there is no predefined integration package here. Then what we are going to do here? We can create a custom flows also here as per our requirement. So even though if you want to create a custom flows, it won't take much time and it will take only maximum 10 minutes because we are not going to write any code at all, 95% here. Whereas in case of SAP PO, okay, you need to write a lot of coding. See, a lot of steps you need to perform. Each and everything you need to, okay, you need to implement from the scratch. Okay. We don't have any predefined or ready-made contents in CPI level mostly. Are you guys are this one here? And also we have one more we discussed, right? That is a machine learning here. Machine learning. Right? It will suggest you the corresponding what steps. Okay, it will recommend you the corresponding these steps you need to use, okay, to fulfill our requirement like that. That is called as a machine learning here. See here, if you click on this, see here, there is a plus option here. It will recommend like this here. See here, recommended steps here. Okay. So your next step is either you can use Groovy script or end message or request reply, like that it is recommending the corresponding steps here. Depends on your requirement. Okay, you need to select the corresponding step. Otherwise, okay, whatever the system is recommended here, okay, it is not matching for your requirement here. Then what you need to do here, you can identify which step you would like to use here. There are a lot of steps available here, a lot of palettes available here. Which step you would like to use, that you can search it here. So that's what, okay, this, okay, palettes are very, very important in CPI. Are you guys are clear? Are you guys are clear as of now?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So these are all some of the capabilities what we have in a CPI here. Okay, so going forward, we'll talk about all this integration suite capabilities here. Integration suite here. First, we'll concentrate more on the corresponding CPI cloud platform integration. Then we'll talk about the corresponding API management here, right? Application management, application programming interface management here. Okay, then okay, so this integration advisor is it for only B2B integration here, business to business integration. If you want to handle any B2B transactions here, always we go for the corresponding integration advisor here. So that's what I given here previously. What do you mean by B2B here? See here, okay, this is the B2B like that I given here, right? So what do you mean by B2B here? So if you want to extend the data between one organization to another organization, one landscape to another landscape, one infrastructure to another infrastructure here, always we go for the B2B integration here. Or if you want to extend the data between partner systems here, see here, this is the partner one, this is the partner two here. Directly we cannot communicate with this partner one to partner two here. Then what we are going to use here in the CPI or integration suite level, we have an integration advisor concept that we are going to use here. So in B2B transactions, mostly we are going to use these formats like that I given here. One is the NCX12, one is the EDF Act, one is the ANCOM, one is the VDA, like that we have a multiple formats here. So mostly we are going to use NCX12 and the EDF Act formats here. So how to handle these transactions here? Using the corresponding integration advisor. Integration advisor here. Right? Again, we have a open connectors here. Sometimes, okay, what will happen? You need to connect with some third-party applications. To connect with the third-party applications, we don't have any, okay, options in our CPI here. So that time, okay, so here we have a open connectors also here. Okay, we have a lot of open connectors here. This is the one more capability what we can see here. SAP open connectors here. See here, we have a lot of open connectors available here. I'll give access for all these things and all the capabilities here. See here, there are a lot of open connectors available here. Suppose for example, if you want to connect with the Amazon system here, right? So Amazon S3 is nothing but simple storage system. Okay. So now see here like that. If you want to communicate this system here, okay, this is the connector what we are going to use here. Right. So if you want to connect with the ADP workforce here, okay, then this is the connector what we have here. So if you want to connect with the Azure system here, Microsoft Azure here, so this is the connector available here. Right. So like that depends on our requirement here, depends on system. We have a lot of open connectors available here. See here, all the open connectors available here. Right. This also will discuss going forward here. At least one or two will discuss. Okay, so these are all capabilities what we can see in our integration suite or CPI here. So you need to thorough with these things here. Thank you guys for today. So if you have any questions, you can ask me. Anyone having any questions? Okay, so if you don't have any question, thank you guys for today, and again we'll connect. Thank you.
Thank you.